Okay, let's dive into something many of you have likely considered: how to launch an online presence, specifically through blogging,
Hmm.
and maybe even start earning from it, but crucially, without needing any upfront investment.
Yeah, that's the dream for a lot of people, isn't it? Starting something with zero budget.
Exactly.
Hmm.
We've been digging into a really insightful article that focuses right on this. It's basically a guide to using free blogging platforms and, smart zero-cost ways to monetize.
A playbook almost?
Pretty much.
Hmm.
So our mission today is to take that source material and really unpack it. We want to pull out the key steps, the strategy behind them, and maybe some surprising possibilities for anyone looking to build something online, even starting completely from scratch, budget-wise.
And it feels really relevant right now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the availability of free tools has just exploded. What used to cost money for hosting for software, it's
Mhm.
genuinely accessible now.
It really has lowered the barrier to entry. So let's get into it. The article kicks off by making a strong case for, well, why free blogging? It frames it first as just a powerful way to build that online presence.
Right. And importantly, it talks about the potential for passive income, but it also pinpoints who this approach is really perfect for, according to the source anyway.
Who are they saying it's ideal for?
Well, think beginners may be just exploring online income streams for the first time, or perhaps someone with a niche idea they want to test out before, sinking any cash into it.
Okay, so low risk, like a side hustle test bed.
Exactly. It's positioned as that ultimate low-risk side hustle. Because, let's face it, the biggest hurdle historically was just the cost of getting online, wasn't it? Hosting fees and whatnot.
Definitely. But the article makes it clear that specific problem, the hosting cost, has largely been solved. There are platforms now that just eliminate those fees entirely.
They really do.
Yeah.
And that's the core enabler for this whole zero-budget approach the source talks about. It points to a handful of key players where you can just start publishing right away.
Which brings us nicely to the key free blogging platforms the article actually highlights. Let's look at what it suggests.
Okay, so the source lists several prominent ones. First up, it mentions Medium, suggests it's probably best for creators who are primarily focused on the writing itself.
Right, the wordsmiths. And how does it say you make money there?
Monetization on Medium seems to lean into their partner program, earning based on reader engagement, basically. Plus, you can still include affiliate links in your articles.
Okay, next one.
Next is Blogger. The article positions this one as best for folks who want, like, deep integration with all the other Google services.
Makes sense. Google product, Google ecosystem, monetization.
Yeah, the natural fit there is AdSense for display ads, alongside the usual suspect, affiliate marketing.
Got it. Then there's WordPress.com. Need to be clear here. This is the free hosted version, not the self-hosted WordPress.org.
Crucial distinction. And the source flags this one as ideal for beginners and maybe more focused niche blogs.
And earning potential there, the article points to.
Mostly affiliate links, it seems, and also promoting your own products or services if you have them.
Okay. Substack is also on the list, but with a different angle, right?
Yeah, very specific focus.
Yeah.
It's highlighted as best for content delivery that's really built around email newsletters, email subscriptions.
Right. So the money comes from.
Directly from your readers,
And
essentially.
here.
Through paid subscription tiers or just accepting donations from people who really value your work.
Interesting model. And finally.
Finally, the article includes Tumblr. Describes it as probably best suited for more visual content or maybe microblogging, shorter posts.
Like a blend of blog and social feed sometimes.
Yeah.
And monetization on Tumblr.
The source points towards sponsored content opportunities, brands paying you, and also potentially selling merchandise as the main ways to earn there.
Okay, quite a range of platforms, each with its own sort of flavor and monetization path. So you've picked your platform. Now the big challenge, according to the article, is getting people to actually read your blog. Traffic.
Absolutely critical. The source gives us 5 key strategies for driving that traffic.
Let's hear them. What's number one?
Number 1 is foundational. Pick a niche with demand. This isn't just picking any topic you like. It's about finding something people are actively, consistently searching for online. Solutions they need.
Yeah, you need an audience looking for what you're writing about. The article gives examples, right?
It does, and they're good because they show that specificity, not just say weight loss, but weight loss for busy moms. Not just generic travel, but focused budget travel for students. It's about finding that group with a defined need or interest.
Okay, makes sense. Find your hungry audience first. What's strategy number 2?
Second, use SEO-optimized content. Now, SEO, search engine optimization. Most people know the term. But the point here is how to apply it specifically on these free platforms.
What does that mean in practice?
It means structuring your posts so the search engines, Google, Bing, etc., can easily understand what they're about and match them to what people are typing into the search bar, using keywords effectively.
Does the source suggest how to find those keywords?
Yes, it mentions some free tools that can help, like Uber suggests, the Google Keyword Planner, or Answer the Public. These help you find what people are actually searching for.
Any tips on using them in the content?
It even gives a kind of template for blog titles, like
Ah.
how to solve a specific problem in 7 easy steps, something that's both keyword-rich and makes people want to click.
Catchy and searchable. Got it. Third strategy for traffic.
Promote on social media. But again, the article adds some nuance. It's not just blasting links everywhere.
Right. Which platforms does it recommend and how?
It specifically lists Pinterest, Reddit, Quora, and relevant Facebook groups, places where people are often already looking for information or discussing specific interests related to your niche.
So go where the conversations are already happening.
Exactly. And it includes a smart tactic. Repurposing your blog content for those platforms, like turning a list post into an Instagram carousel or a short video reel. You draw people back to your blog that way.
Ah, native content for the platform. Smart. Okay, number 4.
This one's absolutely crucial, especially for long-term success. Build an email list for free. The article really emphasizes why this is so important.
Why is it so key according to the source?
Because it helps you get returning visitors. You build a loyal audience that you can contact directly anytime. Unlike relying just on fickle platform algorithms, your email list is an asset you actually own.
Right, you're not dependent on hoping people see your post in their feed. And free tools for this.
Yep. The source points to tools like MailerLite or even Substack itself that let you start collecting email subscribers without any upfront cost.
Excellent. And the 5th traffic strategy.
Leverage internal linking. This is simply linking to your other relevant posts within the body of your articles.
How does that help?
It's actually got a double benefit. For your readers, it helps them discover more of your related content, keeping them engaged on your site longer.
Makes sense. More value for them.
And for search engines, it helps them understand the structure of your blog and see which posts are connected. It signals that you have a body of work on a topic, which can help establish your authority in that niche.
So it helps readers and Google. Nice. What strikes me about these traffic methods is they seem focused on discoverability and direct connection, not just random social promotion.
Exactly. Especially in the free context, it's about methods you can control or platforms where people have high search intent, rather than just, shouting into the void.
Okay, so you're getting some traffic using these strategies. Now the big question. Monetization. How does the article suggest you can actually make money from a free blog?
Right, the payoff.
Yeah.
It outlines several strategies that work even without paying for hosting or fancy tools. First up is affiliate marketing.
Promoting other people's products for a commission.
Exactly. Recommending products or services you genuinely trust and using special tracking links. When someone clicks your link and buys, you earn a cut.
Does it give an example?
It gives a really practical one. Imagine a blog post titled, Top 5 Yoga Mats for Beginners. You'd include your Amazon affiliate links to those specific mats within the post. It's helpful to the reader and potentially earns you money.
Contextual. I like it. What's next?
Display ads. The source notes that platforms like Blogger and WordPress.com often have easy ways to connect with ad networks, most commonly Google AdSense.
So ads just appear on your blog.
Pretty much. Ads related to your content or the visitor's browsing history pop up, and you earn a small amount based on how many people see them or click on them. It's relatively passive once it's set up.
Okay. Another method.
You can create and sell your own digital products. This takes your time and expertise up front, but costs nothing to distribute once they're made. Think checklists, short eBooks, templates, that sort of thing.
But don't you need a way to sell them? An online store?
Not necessarily an expensive one. The article specifically mentions platforms like Gumroad or Payhip. They let you host and sell these digital files for free, usually just taking a small percentage of each sale. No upfront cost.
That's really accessible. What else?
As your blog grows, as you get more traffic and build some authority in your niche, sponsored posts become an option.
This is where brands pay you directly.
Exactly. Brands might reach out and pay you to write a post that features or reviews their product or service. This usually requires a decent audience size or being very influential in a specific niche.
Makes sense. And the last monetization strategy mentioned?
Email monetization. This builds directly on that email list strategy we talked about earlier.
Right, using the list you built. How?
Well, once you have that direct line to your audience via email, you can use it to promote affiliate offers more directly, sell your own digital products, or even offer a premium paid version of your newsletter, perhaps on a platform like Substack.
So the email list becomes a core part of the business model.
It really does. It highlights how you build that audience asset using free methods, and then you can layer these different income streams on top.
That layering idea is powerful. Let's try and visualize it. The article provides a kind of example flow, right? A step-by-step of how someone might actually do this.
Yes, it does. It paints a pretty clear picture. It starts super simply. Step 1, start a free blog on Medium.
Okay, easy enough. Step 2.
Focus on creating really valuable SEO-rich content within a specific niche. The example they used was plant-based recipes.
Got it. Content first, then.
Step 3, actively promote that content. Specifically, sharing posts on a visual platform like Pinterest using really eye-catching images to get people to click through to your Medium blog.
Driving traffic visually. Step 4.
This is where monetization starts subtly. Within those recipe posts, include Amazon affiliate links for things like recommended kitchen gadgets or maybe specific ingredients, stuff the reader would actually need.
Ah, the affiliate links woven in naturally. Step 5.
Simultaneously, set up a free email tool like MailerLite and offer a valuable freebie, a lead magnet. The example was a free 7-day meal plan. In exchange for their email address, start building that list.
Capturing the audience. And the final step in their example.
The final step shows the longer game. Leveraging that email list and the audience you've built to eventually launch and sell your own digital product, like a paid ebook of your best recipes.
Or promoting something bigger.
Exactly. Or promoting a partner's higher-priced product, maybe like an online vegan cooking course where you'd earn a more substantial commission. It shows that progression.
That flow really clarifies it. It's not just one thing, it's a system. Free content attracts traffic, traffic gets captured into an owned audience, and that audience is then offered relevant ways to buy or support.
Precisely. It's about building that pathway.
Okay, so before we wrap up, the article included some final tips for success, didn't it? Especially important when you're starting with nothing but time and effort.
Yes, some essential common sense advice. First one, be consistent. It recommended aiming for, say, at least 1 or 2 new posts per week.
Why is consistency so vital?
Well, it keeps your readers engaged, obviously, but it also signals to the platforms and search engines that your blog is active, it's alive, it's worth indexing and showing to people.
Makes sense. Tip number 2.
Learn basic SEO. You don't need to be an expert overnight, but understand the fundamentals.
Like what specifically?
Using headers, H1, H2 tags, correctly in your posts, incorporating your keywords naturally, not stuffing them in, adding descriptive alt tags to your images. These small technical things make a surprisingly big difference in getting found via search.
Okay, foundational SEO. Third tip.
Track your results. Use the free analytics tools available. Google Analytics is the big one, but platforms like Medium also have their own built-in stats.
Well, I track. What are you looking for?
You want to see which posts are getting traction, where your visitors are coming from, search, social, etc., what topics are resonating. This data helps you figure out what's working so you can do more of it. Focus your energy effectively.
Data-driven decisions, even on a free blog. Smart. And the final tip.
Engage with your readers. Simple as that. Reply to comments people leave on your posts. Answer emails if people reach out.
Building community.
Exactly. It builds loyalty, makes people feel connected, and encourages them to keep coming back. It turns readers into fans.
Good advice. The source also mentioned a guide, didn't it? Something called the $0 Side Hustle Playbook.
Yeah, it referenced that, suggesting it probably dives deeper into the step-by-step actions for all of this. It really reinforces the idea that this path is more about strategy and execution, not about needing a pile of cash to start.
So reflecting on this whole deep dive into the source, I mean, the core message seems really powerful. Starting a blog and even building towards making money from it is actually possible without needing money up front.
It really is. The article argues pretty convincingly that the main things you need are your time, your creativity, and, critically, that consistent commitment. The free tools available today have genuinely leveled the playing field.
They really have removed that initial financial barrier.
Absolutely.
Which leads to a final thought, perhaps for you listening. Knowing that money isn't necessarily the blocker it once was. What idea, what passion have you been maybe sitting on? Something you've considered sharing or exploring, maybe even as a side income, but felt held back?
Huh.
Could one of these free blogs be that practical, low-risk way to just start? To begin building that audience, sharing that passion, and just seeing if there's something more there?
Definitely something to think about. The opportunity to just begin is right there.